Welcome to my channel Notes of Pharmacy. Today our topic is adsorption chromatography. In this topic we are discussing about introduction, theory, methodology, advantages, disadvantages and applications. What is chromatography? Chromatography is a process for separating components of a mixture. To get the process started, the mixture is dissolved in a substance called the mobile phase, which carries it through a second substance is called stationary phase. Examples of chromatography: thin layer chromatography, paper chromatography, high performance liquid chromatography, gas chromatography, solid and liquid chromatography, ion exchange chromatography, and size exclusion chromatography, and so on. Introduction of adsorption chromatography. Column chromatography is also known as adsorption chromatography. It involves adsorption of solute molecules on stationary phase. Separation of sample mixture occurs due to difference in the affinities of sample mixture components towards the stationary phase. Coming to the theory. Diagrammatic representation of theory of adsorption chromatography. Mixture to be separated is dissolved in a suitable solvent and allows to pass through a tube containing adsorbent, which is a stationary phase. The mixture component who has greater adsorption affinity towards stationary phase will be adsorbed in the upper part of the column. The next component who has lesser adsorption affinity towards stationary phase will be adsorbed in the lower part of the column. Mobile phase is continuously added to get distinct separation of these compounds. After development of chromatogram, the column is washed with more solvent, that is mobile phase, and each component is collected separately at end of the column. These collected fractions will be analyzed by spectroscopic techniques. Next one, methodology. In this, two sections are possible: selection of stationary phase and selection of mobile phase. In first one, selection of stationary phase, it depends on nature of solute mixture to be separate. The common adsorbents used are alumina, that is Al2O3, and silica gel SiO2, both are polar. Other adsorbents are starch, inulin, sodium carbonate and calcium carbonate. In case of silica gel as stationary phase, it has selenol groups, that is hydroxyl groups at the surface and extended out from the surface in the internal channels of the pore structure, which are polar functional group of the solute molecules. Next one, selection of mobile phase. Selection of any solvent as mobile phase is based on two factors: solvent strength, which control partition coefficient of all solutes, that is solvent strength is equals to adsorption energy by unit area of adsorbent. Second one, polarity of solute mixture which is to be separated. In this, at first a solvent is chosen which match the most polar functional group in the sample. If sample has hydroxyl group, then alcohols are selected as mobile phase. Acetone, acetanilide, methanol, water are having higher solvent strength values with both silica and alumina. In gas solid chromatography is a type of adsorption chromatography where gas is used as mobile phase. In these three methods are used: column packaging and working, dry packing and wet packaging. Column packaging and working. A proper size glass column was selected. A cotton plug is placed at the bottom of the column either by dry packing or wet packing. In dry packing, the powder of adsorbent is directly filled in column and then mobile phase is allowed to pass through it. In wet packing, the adsorbent and mobile solvent are previously mixed in proper portion. The slurry is then filled in column. The stationary phase is packed in the column either by dry packing or wet packing. After filling, column is tapped to remove any air bubbles. Column should not be dry at any time, otherwise it will have cracks. Sample solution is poured on column and mobile phase is abused to run through the column. Then the chromatogram will develop. Coming to the advantages. It has a wide range of mobile phases for the separation of compounds. The complex sample mixtures can be easily separated by this method. Simple and low cost technique. Coming to the disadvantages. Results obtained are not reproducible. Some compounds may permanently retain on the stationary phase. Coming to the application. Separation of aromatic or aliphatic non-polar compounds such as lipids. separation of high molecular weight compounds, separation or purification of nucleic acids, analysis of plant pigments, fat soluble vitamins, etc. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel Notes of Pharmacy. Thank you.